I'm not against it, but I'm just clarifying. I mean, a church, we know what a church is, and a church isn't selling to the public crafts, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I do think it's worthy of some special thing to allow them to do that.
Yeah.
A special designation or whatever, because it's not a typical church function, right?
Well, and it's
We
not
know
the church doing it.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
not the
They're just
church
using
doing
the
it.
facility.
Well,
They're just using the facility.
They're just using our building.
So
But you are
The
sanctioned.
recreational
had-
part.
Yeah,
For it.
sure,
Okay, so
sure.
that makes a difference too.
Yeah.
But so the other vendors then, will they pay a fee to you because you're renting from them, or how's that gonna work?
So I will be paying a fee to the church based on the amount of vendors that we have.
Okay.
The vendors will pay me for their booth space, and that will go to fees of rental, insurance, and marketing is gonna be the big thing. I want this to be a big community thing.
Right.
So vendors will pay a fee to me for organizing, and then that will be allocated to where it needs to go.
Well, I
So-
think it's still the cleanest way to do special.
Right, right. Because, I mean, I think as you gather, we all want to do things to promote our community, and this is something we've tried farmers market-like things at the community center in the past, and they've never really caught on so that they can be done repetitively. So, I think we're supportive of the idea of doing this. We're just making sure we set it up the right way.
That's why we're here. I want to make sure it's done correctly, that way
Yeah.
I don't have any issues later on.
Promotion helps. I hear a lot of people talk about it, very few of them go through it. So are you saying now that it's your decision, or that we need to make a motion?
I think you need to make a motion for a special permit.
Marvin, we've had some prior things recently with regard to operations on church property in the city. Do you think, and council or mayor, do you think it'd be beneficial to discuss how this, in regards to our zoning ordinance, differs
The
from
one with the church
circumstances?
down there on the Methodist church, it does support the church.
Okay.
That's its whole purpose, that in the community, but that is what it does.
Are we talking about
Oh,
the food?
I think
The
it's
resale
the resale shop in the
Yeah, the
Methodist
Methodist
Church on
church.
Ohio Garden.
And the others, they told me to abstain from any enforcement action until after we have taken this for the text amendments that are
Okay.
coming up.
What I'm hearing is a leasing of sorts of space of the property for the purpose of trying to generate, one purpose of generating income. It feels pretty similar to what we would have seen in another place, whether it's the owner of the facility that's operating the operation or a third party through an agreement. I'm going to just be perfectly clear. I would need to look at all the rules. I can't speak definitively on those right now. But I just wanted to bring it up for consideration. I see a lot of similarities in the operation. If there's a distinction, I also see a distinction. I also see a lot of value in this operation. But just from making sure that it's put in place in the proper way, that's all I'm trying to
So then can we, since they both showed up tonight versus making them show up again, unless y'all want to, can we table it till the next meeting and take action on it next meeting?
Oh, you certainly can.
Can I add? I would
Ask
just
a
say,
different way.
if it made any technical difference, the amount that the church would get out of this is extremely insignificant. So I would just let them use it for free if that cleared up anything.
Make it
We
work.
didn't want
Or
we
you
didn't
can
want
make
it
a
to be a
donation if you need it to be
nonprofit.
that way.
Yeah, I mean,
The key to it,
the church is not doing it for money.
You're doing it for community
Yeah,
You're
outreach.
just giving it to, yeah.
Right.
Basically, it's just for using the facility.
Yeah,
That's all
cover
it is.
the utilities.
And when is it that you're wanting to start?
Ideally, I would like to start the third week in October.
Okay. So we have a meeting between now and then, right?
She needs time
but
to
the
start
key,
marketing
the
this
key
thing.
is gonna be too, because it is in the CF zoning district, if it promotes the church, that's gonna be the key.
it'll be an allowable use if it promotes the church.
if it promotes the church.
Outside of that, there's not.
There's nothing in
So
there.
you do need to pay the hours.
Okay. Well, then the rent just went up. Whatever we gotta do.
So would they be approving a specific use permit under the zoning ordinance, or would this be a permit?
It's
Just
just
a permit
a
for the
special
operation?
permit, not a specific use. We don't
Because
have
it's
anything
allowed
to
in
address
one
it that way.
Very good. I am, it sounds like we've worked through and talked through those issues. So,
Okay.
as an appropriate use to
Well,
benefit
and we
the
didn't
church.
restrict the other one either, right? And they're operating.
Started
Yes, they're
to and
operating.
came back, changed it.
Can we approve it pending legal approval?
No, we can approve it completely.
We walked through that.
Let's do that.
We kind of talked through it.
Told you I want to leave early.
We're not on the right track for that right now.
Make a motion to approve the request from Clint Hobson, pastor of Trinity Baptist Church, to organize a vendor's market in the gym. Which is what we were doing.
Yes.
We have
For
a
a period
motion.
of 1 year,
For a period of 1 year, yes.
operating once a month.
Once a month.
And we'll make a permit for you to do that.
Okay. Perfect.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys, appreciate it.
Yes.
Chocolate chip cookies. Should have one more meeting at least. Thank you, guys.
No fruits and vegetables, but all the sweet treats.
So were those soaps that you had, or what?
Yes,
I couldn't
so
tell.
I make soap, bath bombs, shower pieces, car fresheners, shampoo bars. I actually have a couple of, if you want to try out the quality that I'm going for, I brought a couple of samples with me. I do want to have a good quality, family-friendly market that vendors come back to, customers come back to. It's an event that people put in their calendars every month.
Thank you very much. Moving on to number 9, appearance of Jolly Walia. I've got the last name pulling up. Regarding request amendments to the approved site plan at 4710 River Oaks Boulevard. Come on up to the podium. So is this the parking we were talking about? Yes, sir.
One more time.
One more time.
One
This
more
guy
time.
earned
Only
his
the last time.
When did we start this process? It's been a while.
It's been, probably mid of 21 or 22?
I don't think it's 22.
21.
It was 22.
But it's a massive store.
No, that's what.
It is, it looks big.
We came in and reported, I forgot that it wasn't the council here, but Marv and I went and toured this week, and I reported to EDC yesterday how totally impressed I am with your store. The area of the food is unbelievable to drive through, and the way it's designed where nothing can back up, but yet everything can back up, so you're asking for extra parking, but even the tiles and the finishes and all that look very, very nice. It doesn't look like
Thank you.
something anybody would be ashamed of.
So I think within a month we'll be done from inside, and tomorrow we're gonna have a meeting with the concrete guys and fuel pump guys. Their machines are already here. Tomorrow they're gonna be installing the sumps. You might be aware of it. Sumps they go underneath the pumps, so extra if there's a leak or anything that goes into the sump. So they're gonna be installing that and doing all the piping, and after 15 days, TCP is gonna come and check, and that's where we are at. And on the Long Avenue side, we have parallel parking, and I'm requesting to change it to diagonal parking, so it won't interfere with the oncoming traffic, and there are less chances of getting into accident. While people are backing up into other cars, we don't want that. After seeing it on the paper, it was okay, but physically when we park there, I think diagonal parking gonna make more sense.
The only thing is that the sidewalk that was a part of the original site plan would come out from that drive entrance
Yes.
down to the end of the section. It says that as a zoning administrator, I can make I can modify the plan as long as it doesn't affect anything